if y'all know the Knott's Berry Farm lore, you know that this guy is something that exists.
Good day everyone, and welcome to part 2 of my adventure at Knott's Berry Farm, here on Adventures with Parker. Last time, we started out our day by riding all of the coasters, at least all of the coasters that were open, and a few other attractions like Calico River Rapids and Knott's Berry Tales. If you haven't seen that episode yet, feel free to go back and check it out, or keep watching this one as we continue our Knott's Berry Farm adventure by exploring the Calico Ghost Town area. Our visit coincided with the immersive Ghost Town Alive event, which meant that we got to interact with some cowboys and other Ghost Town characters as we explored the land. Of course, we also ride some of Knott's most iconic attractions, like Timber Mountain Log Flume and the Calico Mine Ride. We then finished off the night by exploring Fiesta Village and taking some night rides on Xcelerator and HangTime. All of that and more is coming up in today's vlog, so without any further ado, let the Knott's adventures begin.
Well, Wonderland Weekly may talk about the trees at Canada's Wonderland, but here I am to talk about the trees of Knott's, because this one is actually very interesting. It's very knotty, as you can see. Get it? Because the tree has knots, and we're at Knott's Berry Farm. Okay, I'll see myself out. And go.
Hey guys, it's me, Amanda. I know it's been a long time, but guess what I'm doing with Adventures with Parkers? Can you guess? No? We're going on a horse ride. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. This is actually my first time ever being on a saddle or a carriage on a horse. I am so excited. And we get to go through the whole walkthrough of Knott's Berry Farm. So I am kind of excited. Maybe we can see where they make their jam or whatnot in the kids area. And I'm just excited with the cute horses. But let's see, the video will show the tour.
So yeah, we're in line for the carriages, as you just heard, and this takes you around Ghost Town and by Planet Snoopy, or Camp Snoopy rather, and you get a nice elevated walking tour of those two areas. And we're off.
They go fast. Whoa, mama.
Amanda, how are you enjoying your carriage ride?
I'm loving it.
It's great. We're just passing through Fiesta Village now. Quentin, how's it going?
It's going good. It's a really relaxing ride.
It is. It's nice. And here's a look at the new ride they're opening, the Camp Swing. Looks like they're still putting some finishing touches on it, but it should be open really soon. All right, and it looks like we are officially passing through Camp Snoopy. Got a few cute little rides here. And here's a brand new coaster that's about to open soon, Tenderpaw Twister, which is a clone of Daddy Pig's roller coaster from Peppa Pig World in Florida. So the unique thing about this ride is that it actually features a launch over there. You can actually see the drive tires. So it starts with the look hill, has the launch to finish. Whoa, we're picking up some speed here.
Yeah.
Whoa, bumpy, bumpy.
Whoa.
Oh, and we're going uphill too. Oh, more work being done over here. All right, so as promised, we are back in Ghost Town, and I just want to spend a couple minutes in here just to vibe out, explore, see what kind of fine details we can discover. This really is a neat area of the park, and I'm not sure if the characters are still out, but we'll see if we can find anyone.
Y'all don't understand. This fish could have been the future Calico. The fame, the fortune.
Oh, there are more important things to this town than fame and fortune. Yeah. Oh, this is, Miss Phoebe. Oh my goodness. It does now look like that this scoundrel, this professor, was working all on his own. And yes, you are really and truly innocent. And I'm going to, expunge the record. So, Calico, welcome her back as a brand new innocent citizen. Thank you. My pleasure.
Your Honor, since this is my first Founder's Day and my first offense, and I found someone who I want to turn around for, could it possibly be available if I did 1 or 2 dances with y'all?
Folks, should we let him dance? You know, it is Founder's Day. Let's give him a dance, all right?
Right, jump and clap, break spine to your left. Jump and clap, rock forward. Step 2, 3, rock forward. Step 2, 3, now kick, 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 kick. Step to the left and clap your hands. Now step, heel, step, heel, step, heel, step, heel. Break spine to your right and jump and clap. Break spine to your left and jump and clap, rock forward. And step 2, 3, rock forward. And step 2, 3, now kick, 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 kick. Step to the left and clap your hands.
I don't know what's happening, but I'm into it.
I don't know either.
Hey there, bud. Wait a minute, I'm mad at you. Now look here, Miles. You can't easy now. If you have any questions, just talk to my lawyer. You steal my cows, and you can't. What? I mean, you can't help you can't. You can't take my cows and break apart my. But now you're famous. Everyone knows that I use your prints for the moving pictures. Yeah. Now wait a minute. Let's hear it for Flume. Yeah.
Big old Calico,
Music to my ears. And we got them home, fellas. We brought them home.
What's his name?
Famous man.
Hi, Ben. How are you, buddy? Hi.
Aw, cute. All right, our next stop today is the Calico Saloon. And here we are. Oh, big man in town.
Yeah.
This guy's bad news. He's an outlaw.
Sure, you got that right. I'm bringing Fight Deck to town.
So you can't come to Knott's Berry Farm without going to the saloon and getting yourself an ice cold sarsaparilla.
Yeehaw.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's some
Pretty
good sarsaparilla.
Yes.
Quentin, you didn't get yourself a sarsaparilla?
Yeah, it felt like getting the boysenberry punch.
Valid. Okay, that if you're not gonna get a sarsaparilla, that's the only other acceptable option.
That's a drink you gotta drink when you're at Knott's.
Yes, for sure. All right, next up is the world famous Calico Mine Mountain Train. This should be a fun one. I'm excited for this one.
Howdy, y'all.
y'all. This here's Pete Sluicebox McGee. I discovered this here Calico Mountain back in 1882. You might say I'm the pappy of this here gold mine. Woo-wee! A little warm in here, eh? Don't look too close at that strange glowing and bubbling from these here devil's paint pots now. One blast of boiling hot mud will burn the whiskers right off in your face. Yes, sir, the Calico glory holes made a lot of dusty old prospectors into millionaires, I tell you. This here underground lake's one of hundreds found all throughout these winding caves. That fellow over there is panning for gold from a sluice, and that other fellow's panning for dinner.
Now, y'all can't be too careful in this here mine, folks. Remember, one stray spark and we'll all get lost into kingdom come.
This here's called square cut timber. Special kind of shore that we route the mine for all the walls and ceilings. It makes all this deep level excavation possible. Hey driver, let's have a little light, huh?
Whoa!
Take a look at that. My, what a beautiful sight, I tell I usually don't venture out onto this trestle atop anything heavier than my burro, Mildred. But what a gal. So keep your hands and arms inside at all times so as not to upset the car. I'd say we're blasting right into the heart of this here mountain. Say, leave some of that dynamite to me. Let her rip, boys.
So Quentin and I just did the log flume, and I have to say this might be my favorite log flume ever. It is so cool. You go through a bunch of really neat scenes. You know, you go through the Lodger's Hootenanny, and then there's this really dark part that was really like eerie and cool. And of course, that final drop is so fun. I mean, it always is on these kind of log flumes, but it reminds me a lot of Splash Mountain, and maybe even better than Splash Mountain, honestly. It was good, and now I gotta drag Amanda on because she didn't want to do it because she was afraid of getting wet, but she missed out on a great ride, so we're gonna fix that, right?
I'm just doing that to keep you guys quiet.
Oh,
A few moments later.
Amanda, how was the Timber Mountain log
It was
flume?
good because I sat behind him.
Yeah.
But I did not like the unexpected water that drenched my side, so bad boy.
Are you glad I took you on it?
Yeah, I was on the inside, but not again. They can marathon it, she can marathon it. But nope. You guys drenched me at CoasterCon. Nope.
Cody and I might do it again. It was good. But we're gonna do Calico Mine Train again first. Alright, so I've been looking for this little guy all day, but I finally found him. He's actually under the windmill. But this is the Catawampus, a very peculiar creature species extinct. If y'all know the Knott's Berry Farm lore, you know that this guy is something that exists. I don't really know the full story behind him. I've heard it a couple times. Maybe I'll try to dig up some stuff for this video, but I had to see him either way. So we're just passing through Camp Snoopy on our way to some night rides on Xcelerator, or I guess sunset rides at the moment. And this area is so cute. It's so charming. It's in the woods. They do a really good job at leaning into the camp aesthetic, and it just creates a really nice atmosphere. And even though I'm not interested in doing any of the rides here, it's quite enjoyable to walk through, especially at this time of night as the lights are going down. The new coaster is testing. The new coaster is testing. I don't know if we saw a lot of it, but it was going. I love this. They're doing some test cycles and they're still doing the whole like, hold on tight spiel. Like no one's on it. See, there it is. There's that tire driven launch into the Helix. Look at those trains. That's so cute. And it goes in. Does it do a second lap? Oh, it does. It does another lap. I also heard some station audio earlier, so that's a really good touch. I'm always a fan of some theming, even if it's audio. And there it is. That's Snoopy's Tenderpaw Twister. So unfortunately, another ride that is down for us today is Jaguar, which is a Tivoli coaster. And you guys know how I feel about Tivolis. I love them. I think they're really cute. But this one's really cool because it interacts with this big Mayan temple in the Fiesta Village area. So again, I'm sad that I'm missing out on this, but I guess it gives me another reason to come back later. Okay, so Fiesta Village is absolutely stunning at night. There's a lot of really cool flat rides there. There's some really neat light packages. And see all the fountains and statues just light up and come to life. That area is pumping. If I wasn't so keen on doing motor coasters right now, I would have spent the rest of the night there, because that is so cool. But alas, there are coasters to ride, so I really want to do Xcelerator, HangTime, and then maybe finish off the night with a ride on Ghost Rider.
Of course, I couldn't leave Knott's Berry Farm without getting some goodies from the general store, so I got myself a couple of pins and some boysenberry jam, which I'm gonna have to sneak into my friend's luggage because I only brought carry-on, and I believe jam needs to be a checked item. But there's one more thing I need to do, and that is visit the jail and say hello to Sad Eye Joe. Now, I had a tough time finding him earlier today, but apparently you look at the hotel, which is right across from the general store. You go back here, and there is the town jail. You go right back there,
And here you'll find the jail's only inmate. And there he is, Sad-Eyed Joe, just sleeping away.
And that's a wrap on my first visit to Knott's Berry Farm. Overall, I really enjoyed this park. It reminds me of places like Dollywood and Silver Dollar City, which are some of my favorite parks out there. Like I said in part 1, it has a solid coaster collection, and attractions like Timber Mountain Log Flume and Calico Mine Train are major standouts. I also loved all of the different themed areas, but the Ghost Town area is definitely in a league of its own. It's so immersive, especially during this Ghost Town Alive event, and is full of nooks and crannies with something new to discover around every corner. The only problem is that you really can't do it all in one day. I definitely left wishing that I had more time to explore Ghost Town and participate in the Founders Day celebrations. I mean, we really only came at the tail end of that show, but as a first-time visitor, it was hard because we also wanted to make sure that we got on all of the rides. Speaking of which, let's talk about operations at this park. I mentioned this a bit in part 1 as well, but the dispatch times at this park are not good. If you plan on doing a lot of rides during your visit, Fast Lane is a must. This is especially true for Ghost Rider, which had a 3-hour standby queue for most of the day. It also sucked that Jaguar and Pony Express were both down during our visit, and even to this day, we still don't know what's going on with Montezuma's Revenge. Back to the positives, the food at this park is excellent. I am officially a boysenberry fan, but their other stuff was really good too. I wish I had another day here just so I could try more things. Which reminds me, Cody and I actually had dinner at Mrs. Knott's Chicken Restaurant. Yes, the very same restaurant that started it all. I think that experience deserves its own vlog and review, so I'm going to release that video very soon. So yeah, if you don't want to miss that or any of my other adventures, including the last few parks of my California trip, then you might want to think about becoming a subscriber. Oh, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. That way, you won't miss any of my future videos. You can also connect with me on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky at ADVParker, and on Facebook and TikTok at Adventures with Parker. Huge shout out to my Patreon subscribers for going above and beyond in your support of the channel, and if you would like to support the channel with a monthly donation, which helps me grow and improve the channel, then you can visit patreon.com/ADVParker to learn more. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, the adventures are calling. Bye now!
I can't. Oh well.